The Batman sequel is still delayed, the script's not finished, and now Matt Reeves might actually walk away from the project. Yeah, seriously, but that's just the beginning. Behind the scenes, things are way messier than Warner Brothers is letting on. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what's going on with The Batman Part 2, what's holding it back, why fans are suddenly worried, and how the future of this entire Batverse could be in danger. I've pulled together leaked updates, studio quotes, and some wild new rumors, so if you're confused by all the mixed messages, don't worry, I've got the full story right here. And hey, if you appreciate deep dives like this, hitting the like button and subscribing really helps support the channel and keeps this kind of content coming your way. Welcome to Screen Scramble. Let's dive in. Where things stand right now. Let's start with what's official. As of spring 2025, the script for The Batman Part 2 is still being written. That comes straight from Warner Brothers. Pictures co-CEOs Pam Abdy and Mike DeLuca, who confirmed in a recent interview that Matt Reeves is still working on the screenplay. And interestingly, they were quick to point out that they're not in the weeds on the Batman side of things. That's because DC Studios is now led by James Gunn and Peter Safran, who are rebooting the DC universe with a whole new Superman, new continuity, and a very different tone. But here's the key thing. The Batman movies exist outside that main DC universe. They fall under the Elseworlds banner, giving Reeves full creative control. And it means Pattinson's Batman can continue evolving without having to tie into multiverse crossovers or bigger superhero events. Filming for the sequel is now expected to begin in late 2025 or early 2026, and Warner Brothers has officially pushed the release date to October 1st, 2027. So yes, it's a long wait, but there are reasons to be optimistic. Why the delay? Robert Pattinson recently joked that by the time The Batman Part 2 finally starts filming, he might be playing old Batman. And honestly, he might not be far off. So why the slowdown? First, there's the obvious impact of the 2023 writers and actors strikes. That brought nearly all of Hollywood to a standstill for months. Even projects that had momentum were forced to pause, restructure timelines, and reallocate resources. But there's more to it than that. Multiple insider reports suggest that director Matt Reeves may be dealing with personal challenges behind the scenes, possibly even health-related. While no official details have been released, some industry insiders have compared Reeves' quiet perseverance to that of Chadwick Boseman, who, best known for his iconic portrayal of Black Panther, tragically passed away in 2020 after a private battle with cancer, suggesting Reeves may be pushing forward with the story in spite of personal struggles. Then there's Pattinson himself. He's one of the most in-demand actors working today. Between Bong Joon-ho's Mickey 17 and rumored involvement in Dune Messiah, his calendar has been stacked. Coordinating filming windows for a project as ambitious and stylized as The Batman Part 2 isn't something that happens quickly. And finally, there's the fact that Matt Reeves is notoriously detail-oriented. He doesn't rush his vision. Reeves' first Batman took years to develop, and it paid off. Critics praised it, fans loved it, and the box office crushed expectations. Warner Brothers knows Reeves is building something special, and they're not about to rush him now. What the story could be. Now let's talk about what we do know about the sequel's plot, or at least what's been teased so far. At the end of The Batman, 2022, Gotham was left devastated. The Riddler's coordinated attacks flooded the city, shattered public trust, and exposed a deep rot within its institutions. Bruce Wayne's crusade for vengeance shifted. By the end of the film, he realized that fear alone wasn't enough. Gotham didn't just need justice, it needed hope. Matt Reeves has hinted that the sequel will pick up in the aftermath of that destruction. Gotham is more divided than ever. Crime is surging, power vacuums are forming, and someone, maybe several someones, will try to seize control of that chaos. What's interesting is how this mirrors real-world politics and power structures. Gotham isn't just a fictional city, it's a reflection of our own. Reeves has always taken a grounded approach, and this time around, he wants to explore the deeper systems of corruption, the psychology of fear, and how even Batman has to evolve to survive in a world like this. Expect a darker, more introspective Bruce Wayne, one who's starting to wrestle with the cost of being Batman. Who's the next villain? This is where the theories start to spiral, and it's no wonder. The Batman universe is stacked with potential antagonists. The most obvious choice is the Joker. Barry Keoghan's eerie cameo in the deleted scene left fans buzzing. His take on the clown prince of crime looks more twisted, more scarred, and more cerebral than we've seen in a long time. And while Reeves has said he doesn't want Joker to be the centerpiece of the next movie, don't be surprised if he plays a larger role from the shadows. But other names have surfaced too. Mr. Freeze is a contender, and Reeves has said he's fascinated by the idea of doing a grounded version of that tragic villain. Imagine a Freeze who isn't cartoonishly theatrical, but rather a cold, grieving scientist consumed by loss and obsession. Clayface is another surprising name. In the comics, Clayface is a shape-shifting actor turned monster, but there are versions of the character that play more like psychological thrillers, blurring the line between identity and madness. And then there's the Court of Owls, a secret cabal that's been ruling Gotham from the shadows for generations. If Reeves wants to elevate the stakes, introducing the court would give him the perfect opportunity to tie together Gotham's corruption, Bruce's family legacy, and a whole new layer of paranoia. One thing's for sure, the sequel won't just have one villain. Like the first film, expect multiple antagonists whose goals overlap and collide, creating a dense, dangerous world for Batman to navigate. What fans are saying. So how are fans reacting to all this? It's a mix. Some are impatient, some are frustrated, but overwhelmingly, most understand that greatness takes time. On social media, the dominant sentiment is, take as long as you need, just make it worth it. And that's the difference between this franchise and so many others. Reeves and Pattinson earned the benefit of the doubt. Even James Gunn pointed out that delays like this aren't unusual. Top Gun Maverick took 36 years. Avatar 2 took over a decade. Both were massive hits. And if The Batman Part 2 follows the same path, every minute of that wait could be worth it. Pattinson himself said he knows the basic story for the sequel. That's a good sign. It means the core of the script is locked in and the creative team knows where it's all heading. Now it's just about execution. If production delays persist, Reeves may exit. Recent reports have surfaced suggesting that director Matt Reeves might consider stepping away from The Batman Part 2 if the film doesn't begin production as planned later this year. According to industry insider Jeff Snyder, while there's currently no official delay, continued postponements could lead Reeves to exit the project. Reeves has previously alluded to personal challenges over the past year, stating, "There's been a lot of stuff going on in my life in the last year or so." While specifics remain undisclosed, it's evident that these circumstances have impacted the project's timeline. The potential departure of Reeves raises questions about the future of the film and its place within the broader DC landscape. With DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran developing their own Batman project, The Brave and the Bold, the coexistence of multiple Batman narratives becomes increasingly complex. Fans are understandably concerned, as Reeves' vision was instrumental in the success of the first film. His unique take on Gotham and its characters set a distinct tone that resonated with audiences. Should he leave, it remains uncertain whether the sequel would proceed under a new direction or face further delays. As of now, The Batman Part 2 is slated for release on October 1st, 2027. However, the situation remains fluid, and developments in the coming months will be crucial in determining the film's trajectory. The Batman Part 2 is coming. It's just taking the scenic route, and maybe that's a good thing, because this isn't just another superhero sequel. Matt Reeves is crafting a saga, a detective epic that explores not just crime, but conscience. Not just villains, but the weight of justice itself. If the first movie was about vengeance, the sequel might be about redemption, or maybe even reinvention. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think is really causing the delays? And which villain do you want to see stalking the streets of Gotham next? Joker, Freeze, the Court of Owls? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. And hey, if you want to stay ahead of every leak, villain twist, and Gotham update, hit that subscribe button like the Batmobile tearing through the streets of Gotham. We're tracking every shadow and every secret in this Batverse. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, the night is darkest just before the dawn. Scrambled out.